Hello there, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn, and here I am today, ready for another episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, and I hope that you all are too. I've got a great program for you all today. I'm trying something different today. I'm using a service called Restream to combine both the Twitch and YouTube chats into one chat feed for me. This is going to make it easier for me to see all of the different chats, but it does mean that if you're using a slower chat, that chat might get buried. So it's all merged into one big chat for me. Yes, I made it to this one, finally off work in time to chill out, says Austin. Well, I'm just glad to have you on the program. Big Stacks 2 says, Thursday may be my late day for work, but a Scotch and Smoke Rings day is a lot better in the end. Alright, I'm realizing that this Restream chat interface is much wider, which is causing chats to fly off the screen a lot faster than usual. Let me try my larger monitor here. There we go. More2 says, good evening, Oxbeard is looking as mighty and manly as ever. Why, thank you very much, good sir. Gregoron Blackbane is in the chat and says, here I am over here. Well, pleasure to have you on the program, good sir. Always a good thing to have Greg on the program. All right, today, well, first of all, I do have Scotch today. I was on a rum kick for quite some time because I was out of Scotch. And I was too lazy to go buy more. I wanted to get through all of the rum before I went and got more Scotch. But I do have some Scotch today. I've got some 10-year-old Glencullen Scotch whiskey. And I had the foresight to actually bring some ice and a glass, to the program today. So we don't have to drink out of the bottle. Cheers. It's starting to melt. Let's get this water out of here. There we go. A mighty fine use for the Scotch, if I do say so myself. Ox, do more streams, says Jello is mellow. Well, thank you. I realize you're saying that just because you love me so much. But it's tricky. Publishing a new video every single day of the week and streaming as often as people would like. But you know what? I am working at it, trying to come up with more time so that I can stream more often. All right. Well, we've got a special cigar today. Today I'm smoking the very last of my Griffin's Perfectos. If I can get it out of the wrapper. There we go. Isn't that a beautiful cigar? I just love the shape and size of the Perfecto cigar. This is my last one. It is, as you can see, a tiny little thing. So I'll probably smoke through it fairly quickly. But I shall enjoy every moment of its flavor. Now, one thing I do need to address, and this is important stuff, people. I hope you all pay attention. Serious business. Every now and then, actually every episode, I'll get a message from someone saying, hey Oxhorn, do you know that using lighters to light your cigars ruins the flavor? You should use wooden matches. Because wooden matches make cigars taste better. It's a little bit of common folk wisdom. I understand that kind of thinking has been around for a very long time. And it's partially true. But it's not wholly true. So the reason that people say that is because for the longest time, people used disposable Bic lighters or Zippo lighters to light their cigars. Both of those use a liquid flame with a naked, use a liquid fuel with a naked flame. like propane or something like that. That does impart a chemical taste to your cigar. But I use butane. This burns clean, which means that there are no chemicals and no taste that is imparted into the cigar. If you use something like butane and not like a liquid lighter fluid, then you don't need to use a wooden match. Now, wooden matches are nice because they do, if they're cedar wooden matches, they can really make your cigar taste better. That's why a lot of premium cigars come with cedar spills that you actually light first, and then you use the spill to light your cigar. But I'm just wanting to clarify, this is not making my cigar taste bad. It does not make it taste like a chemical or a wildfire. It makes it hot. That's all it does. Just makes it hot. Cigarak says it was mentioned on Hellboy. Oh, that would explain why so many fellow geeks happen to know that bit of cigar smoking trivia. Was it really mentioned on Hellboy? Ah, that would make a lot of sense. Cigar says boycott that shop. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Do those fancy plasma arc lighters affect the flavor? I don't know. I've never used one, but it's all about the fuel that you use. If you use a butane that burns clean, then no, it won't affect the flavor. But if you use a fuel that does leave a dark stream of smoke, that is not a clean burning fuel, and therefore it will taint your cigar. You will be smoking taint. As horrible as that sounds. Panman says, Ox, give me a birthday shout out. Okay, happy birthday. But I'm just saying that this is the last time this program I'm going to be giving a birthday shout out. Happy birthday, Panman. But the problem is that once I give one birthday shout out, then everybody, even people who do not have birthdays, know that they can get my attention by saying, oh, hey, it's my birthday. And they'll say, hey, give me a birthday shout out. And then I've got to be giving birthday shout outs all day long. The entire episode. So one birthday shout out at the very beginning to Panman only. Happy birthday. No more birthday shout outs. Just saying. I'm not going to fall for it. Ugh. Broadwater says, hey, Oxhorn, I'm glad to catch your show and tell them how it's done. That's right. I'm laying down some education here on Scotch and Smoke Rings today. Adeptuous says, can we get unbirthday shoutouts? Of course. Of course somebody's going to find a way around my rules. Right? Asking for unbirthday shoutouts. And it worked. I mentioned his name. So it did work. I mean, hey, there's logic there. Mortus says, Ox, give me attention. I'll be straight and to the point. All right. And the Cigar Ox says, I don't want any shout-outs. All right. What type of cigar is that? Says, Legit Tickles 321. This is a Griffin Perfecto. And that's probably my favorite shape of a cigar. It's beautiful. It fits right in your hand. It's not too large. It's got a nice torpedo shape to it. I love it. And it tastes mighty fine. Gregoron Blackbane says, my birthday is exactly 11 months away, and I demand to get groveling attention. That is understandable. 11 months. I mean, it's like right around the corner. He is joking, everybody. That generic pyro says, just be glad you have a relatively small following, Oxhorn. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, that burns. That stings. Ouch. Man. You have to drink some Scotch to wash down the burn. Oxhorn, can you do a smoke ring? Asks Mick the Popcorn Pig. Yes. Well, he is a pyro, Ox, says Mortus. Yeah, that's true. Ox, what do you think of cognac? Oh, I don't mind cognac at all. I mean, I do prefer Scotch. Scotch has an earthier taste to it, which I like. But cognac is nice. But I believe cognac is made from grapes, so it is sweeter. Ox, can you do a smoke square? Says the Big Stacks 2. I'll try. Here we go. No? Not square enough? The Mancy Fadger says, Oxhorn, I did the research and I found out that, yes, I do indeed have a birthday at some point during the current or upcoming year. This is what I get. I deserve this. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. That generic pyro says, apologies for the roast. That's okay. A good roast with a side of potatoes, maybe a little bit of butter, a glass of wine. Makes the world go round. There's a bit of a breeze in here. It's messing up the trajectory of my smoke rings. Ghoulbreath says you could do all of the birthday shoutouts for 1 year during a single episode and get them out of the way. Yeah, but then I'd need like a dictionary of names. Albert, happy birthday. I just have to pull a Santa Claus and get a nice and naughty list. Just read off of it. Say happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Do a smoke octagon, says Legit Tickles. Oh, man. I don't know if my lips can do that. You know, the shape of a ring is based upon the shape of your lips. If you want to blow a perfect smoke ring, you got to make a perfect circle with your lips. That's why smoke squares and octagons are so difficult. It's logic. Starfox says, Oxford, you hit me with that smoke square. I am injured. Well, I'm sorry. They are dangerous creatures. Hello, Oxhorn. A more mild cigar today, says Austin Tony. And that's true. This is a lighter wrapper cigar, and cigars with lighter wrappers tend to be a little bit more mild. Ghoulbreath says a smoke octagon, or perhaps a smoketagon. Oh, man, you are so good. You need to work in marketing, man. You could make such an awesome soda pop name. The Smoketagon. Fun video this morning. I published a video on all of the military checkpoints found in Fallout 4. The comments have been pretty good. Everybody's been having a lot of wonderful comments on the video. My video for tomorrow is sure to be a crowd pleaser. Just so that I'm only going to tell this to those who are on the show today. But my video tomorrow is going to be on Project Cobalt. So a sneak peek on what that project, or what that video is going to be. all about. About 16 minutes long, it's going to go through the entire Project Cobalt story. All of the terminals in a variety of different buildings to try and get to the meat of the issue. So why is this an Overwatch Let's Play? It says Legit Tickles. Well, what we do, this is what we typically do. This show has been going on for 9 years or so now. And what we typically do is, at the beginning of the show, I just talk. I'll answer questions and I just talk. Towards the end of the show, we transition to a video game. And we usually play, I don't know, for a while there we played Hearthstone. Lately we've been playing Overwatch. Sometimes we'll play Fallout 4, or Skyrim, or Ark, but usually Overwatch. (111-101F) says, what happened to the United States military? Did they survive the bombs? Well, the remnants of the United States military turned into the Brotherhood of Steel, led by Maxon. Not Arthur Maxon, but I forget his name. Basically his great-great-grandfather, or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so the original military turned into the Brotherhood of Steel, and the original government turned into the Enclave. Tombs Clawtooth says, I just found you yesterday, randomly, and I wanted to thank you for producing excellent content. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Ah, man, all of the old timers are getting all upset about me not playing World of Warcraft anymore. How is Skyrim, says Panda's Rule. It's alright. I haven't logged in recently. I've been really busy with Fallout 4 and my Fallout 4 videos. But Skyrim is a fun game. I have enjoyed it immensely. But I killed Alduin, so... I know there are DLCs I should be doing, like the Vampire DLC. I'll get through it. I will. You should play Fallout 1 or 2 for some streams, says Jello is Mellow. That would be interesting. I have not played either of those games yet. I played Fallout 3, and I played Fallout New Vegas, and of course I've played Fallout 4. But I did not play the original Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. Dye your beard white for the holidays, says Gamer Killer. Yeah, no. That would, it's hard to dye a beard white. You have to actually bleach it. Which actually dyes it yellow. Bleaching a beard is horrible. (101 Easy Bakes) says, opinions Fallout 5 being leveled by doing. You may need to explain that because I'm not familiar with that concept. Level by doing? How is that different from questing? Play Fallout Tactics. It's good. That's true. I have heard a lot of wonderful things about Fallout Tactics. Maybe I'll get into Fallout Tactics. Tactics, I just have so much content yet to produce for Fallout 4. I was going through my big list of ideas. I have this big list of ideas. I take notes, by the way, on all of your comments. I read through all of your comments on all of my videos, and I take notes. Whenever somebody asks for something, I may not respond, but I do take notes. So I've got a huge list of all of the different content ideas that either I have come up with or that you guys have come up with, and I go through them one by one. I really do. Anyway, I've got so many ideas left for Fallout 4 that it'll be some time before I move to any of the other Fallouts. Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to start banning people? Are you going to finish your cigar before drinking some scotch? Asks Jorge. No, I've been sipping on my scotch. Whoops. There we go. I have been sipping on my scotch. Cheers. James Moriarty says, I am so happy I subscribed. I could listen to your voice forever. Keep up the awesomeness. Well, thank you, James Moriarty. Ox, what's your favorite Fallout DLC? That would be Far Harbor. Far Harbor had the best story, the best quests. It was well thought out and very well made, in my opinion. How could the U.S. military survive the atomic bombs dropped on the U.S.? Asks Arctic Wolf. Well, I'm not too familiar. I still need to do some research on that. I'm not sure how Maxon and his followers survived. I know that the Enclave retreated to a giant oil tanker called the Enclave, which is how they got their name. The remnants of the U.S. government retreated to an oil tanker called the Enclave, and they became the Enclave. The Brotherhood of Steel, I don't remember exactly what happened to them. The U.S. military, I'm not sure what happened to them. But, I mean, it's just like the only reason there are people in the wasteland to begin with is because their ancestors survived the bombs dropping 200 years ago. So somebody survived. But as the Institute tells us, their genetic makeup is permanently damaged from the bombs dropping unless they were in a vault. Sargothi says, so Oxhorn, serious question. What should I get at Denny's in about an hour? Moons over my hammy. Do they still serve moons over my hammy? Oh, man. Time to ash the cigar. I don't want it to taste too much like ash. So you should probably... I mean, this is the sign of a good cigar, that the ash is holding on as long as it is. But it is making the smoke taste very ashy. So we're going to ash it. Ash that cigar. Yeah. Game Killer says they were in the Mariposa base where the super mutants were made. That's how they survived. I thought that the reason super mutants came into being is because the nuclear bombs damaged the facility where the FEV virus was being held, where it was developed, which released it into the upper atmosphere, causing infected rain and all of that. That's what I thought. Maxon's group was inside the Mariposa military base, says Adeptuous. Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of the same thing. Black Stormer says, you want eggs in a basket. It's on the hidden menu at Denny's. There's a hidden menu at Denny's? And I'm just now knowing about this? Tell me they've got hidden bacon items. Sargothi says, okay, I'm getting moons over my hammy. Moons over Miami? Yes, that is the joke. It is a reference to Moons over Miami, which I believe is an old traditional jazz song from like the 70s or 60s or 70s or something. Why is there ice in your scotch? Says Cone Wrench. There's ice in my scotch because for two reasons. The first reason is that the chemical reaction of ice melting in scotch actually causes scotch to get colder, which makes it more pleasant to drink. The second reason is that water actually brings out more of the floral notes in scotch, making the scotch that you drink a much more flavorful beverage. Yes, you can drink scotch straight up, but it's meant to be imbibed on the rocks because the water from melting ice makes it taste more flavorful. Take that, James Bond. You don't know your stuff. Gulbreth says they had chocolate-covered bacon at my college's dining hall today, but when I went up to get some, it was all gone. Oh my gosh, that's like a scarring moment in your life. That's horrible. You will remember that forever. Forever. Someday you will sit down and tell your children, oh, college? Let me tell you a story from college. You missed out on the chocolate-covered bacon. I'm sorry. You have my sympathies. At least you're here at Scotch and Smoke Rings. At least now, you can heal. FEV went atmospheric when Mariposa got bombed, and there were a few places that had caches of it, says the Evil Taco. That's what I remember hearing. Evil Taco says the airborne FEV is why ghouls exist, and the caches are why we get super mutants. Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. No. Ghouls exist due to the radiation from the nuclear fallout, from the bombs dropping. I didn't think ghouls had anything to do with FEV, because if you go into the abandoned house in Fallout 4, you find a pre-war scientist experimenting on herself, trying to find a cure for ghoulishness. And that was long before anyone was even aware that FEV existed. It's the same with Eddie Winter. Eddie Winter knew that a simple exposure to radiation would turn you into a ghoul, which is why he exposed himself and put himself underground. Also before FEV ever existed. So I think that might not be true. But I also was under the impression that FEV was unleashed by accident into the world because the facility that was housing it got damaged. Fallen Angel says, hey, Oxford, any chance you could do a video about the things in Fallout 4 that were in previous games? For example, McCready, who was in Fallout 3. That's right, he was in Little Lamplight. And every now and then he'll say something like, oh man, I just don't feel right unless there's a wall of stone over my head. And a ceiling of stone. Which, of course, is a reference to him being a little lamplight. Turbo Flea says there were ghouls before the war. Yeah, that's what I thought too. When do you think you'll do an Eddie Winter lore video, says the coolest cat. I am excited about doing an Eddie Winter lore video. I want to do it soon. Maybe before Christmas, who knows. But I've got a bunch of other ideas in mind as well that I'm working on. So I'm going to have a busy December, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going on vacation at the end of December for a week. But I don't want to leave you guys with no content. So I'm right now in the process of doing like 1.5 to 2 videos a day. Just so that I can have something to schedule and publish while I'm gone. towards the end of this month. So long nights, but it's worth it. Elder Maxon can be seen in Fallout 3 as well. Yes, as a child. He's on board. He was at some sort of base. It wasn't that wrecked ship. No, that wasn't, because there were ghouls there, I think, at the wrecked ship. It's been so long since I've played Fallout 3. I really need to do a refresher. Patrick Wiseman says, Oxhorn, will you ever do any playthroughs? Well, I try to make my lore videos as useful as possible. So, when it comes to tricky things, I try to show you what not to miss. So, for example, if a dungeon that I'm doing a lore video on has a holotape or a magazine or a bobblehead, I mention it and I say, don't forget to get such and such. And then there are specific things like Dima's memory puzzle. I did an entire video on Dima's memory puzzle. Is that what you mean by playthroughs, walkthroughs? Ghoulbreath says, speaking of your videos, I told a friend today about your stream and he started ranting about how much he loved your WoW Machinima videos when we were younger. Well, that touches the heart. Thank you so much, Ghoulbreath. Fond memories of my World of Warcraft days. Fond memories. He was at the airport beside the Citadel. Is that where he was? At the airport. Okay. That makes sense. Do you have a Twitch channel, Ox? Says Grape Ape. I do. I linked to it in the description of this video that you're watching right now, this broadcast. It's basically just twitch.tv/Scotch and Smoke Rings, all one word. I have a combined chat right now, so I'm reading both from the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat at the same time. Sarah Petrovich, what's her name? I believe she was in Fallout 3, says Cody. She was, yeah, she was in Fallout 3. She's the Nuka lover, the crazy Nuka-Cola fan. Paul says, I immediately subscribed when I heard your voice the first time I watched. You enunciate so clearly. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. I do appreciate it. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. Because half the time people will say, hey, thank you for your enunciation. You're helping me learn English, or I can understand you. And then the other half will say, oh my God, you're so full of yourself. Listen to the way you say the word white. I'm like, man, come on, man. There is an H in the word white. It's in the word. WH is pronounced not W. That's how you speak. Man. Scotch break. Cheers. And that's true. Dr. Lee from the Institute, she was in Fallout 3 as well. That's right, she was. But wait a minute. How old was she in Fallout 3? Because she's not like ancient in Fallout 4. Madison Lee. Have you ever done a Minuteman Castle mods video? Says Assam Man. Yeah, so I did a video on my castle. I did an entire settlement build on the castle. And I also did a video on all of my favorite Minuteman mods. So both of those videos are done, and they're on my channel, if you're interested. Big Stacks 2 says, I'm sorry, Ox, but seeing you frustrated over pronunciation is quite good humor. Okay. I'm happy to humor you, good sir. So in short, you either like wheat bread or white bread. No, it's wheat. Sargothi. It's wheat bread. It's white bread. Whatever you're talking about. Willis. Jonathan says, hey Ox, are you ever going to do a lore video on that luscious beard of yours? Yes, the story, well, okay. The beard does have a name. Years ago, the fans of this broadcast, before I ever started doing this on YouTube, named it Zug Zug. So apparently the beard is officially named Zug Zug. I guess I should come up with the backstory for the backstory on Zug Zug. Oxhorn's beard. Evil Taco says Madison Lee was about the same age as the Soul Survivor's dad because she was around when he was born. He was like 18 to 20, and this was 10 years later. Assuming the dad was in his early 20s, she's around 50. Madison was a child in Fallout 3. Okay. I'm learning things, ladies and gents. Thank you. Shawarma. Okay. Madison Lee wasn't a child because she was one of the scientists working with your character's dad in Fallout 3. I just need to replay Fallout 3, don't I? Yeah, that's what this is coming down to. I just gotta replay it. Austin says, well, Fallout 4 only takes place 10 years after Fallout 3. Is that true? Is it only 10 years? Maybe it feels longer to me. Maybe it feels longer because it took so long for the game to come out. Fallout 3 came out in what, 2008? So 7 years or so after the original. Awesome Man, or Asome Man, says, have you ever built your own vault? What a vault. Yes, I have built my own vault. Took me 2 weeks of solid work to build my Vault 88. The video is up on my YouTube channel if you're interested. Put a lot of work into it. Turned out well, although I can't go back. It's so laggy now when I go back to my Vault 88 that I get permanent hitches. It's just like, I can barely move. The great Azel says, also, how old is Dr. Zimmer, if he's still alive, to be the actual head of the SRB? Yeah, that's one of the things I was worried, I was concerned about, because you talk to Ayo, Justin Ayo, and he says that he's filling in for Dr. Zimmer. Dr. Zimmer's the guy you meet in Fallout 3, right? He's the guy, what was his name? The android. I wish they would have elaborated on that a little bit. I wanted to know why Dr. Zimmer isn't back at the Institute. If it's really been 10 years, has he been away for 10 years from the Institute? Boy, but says, I don't know why, Ox, but your voice, to me, it doesn't match your looks. You look like the kind of guy who would have a lot deeper voice. A lot deeper, more soft voice. A deeper, soft voice? Well, I do get that a lot, actually. I don't know whether it's a compliment or not. People will say, wow, Oxhorn, you don't look anyway like I imagined you would. And I'll go, oh, well then obviously I look better than what you imagined, right? Thanks. Harkness, that's right, Harkness. The android from Fallout 3. I'm glad you guys are here. You're helping me remember things. I'm pretty sure he died, said Gamer Killer. I thought so too, but then Justin Ao says that he's filling in for Zimmer. As if Zimmer is still alive. So, I'm not sure what is canonical there. What do you think Fallout 5 is going to be like? It's going to take place in Seattle. Instead of Nuka-Cola, they're going to have Nuka Starbucks. And instead of bottles, you're going to have empty cardboard cups all over the wasteland. Filled with, like, dried out 200-year-old shots of coffee. And syrup. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. Bleachmaster says, do you play Overwatch or smoke and drink? I don't do any of those things. Those things are bad for you. Any chance you're planning on doing a Cabot family lore video, says Fallen Angel. Yes, that is on my list. High on my list of lore videos to do. I'll probably turn that into a morality video. Is it moral to side with Lorenzo Cabot or his family? See, people will say that Fallout 4 doesn't have any gray area issues anymore. That's completely untrue. The Cabot line of quests proves it. It's like there's no good option. Both of the options are really horrible. Either you side with the guy who is crazy and is genocidal and wants to kill his entire family, or you side with his horrible children who basically enslaved him so they could feast off of his eternal youth blood. It's like, okay, I've got to pick a side here, really? I have to choose which one I like? Okay. Thanks, Bethesda. There are plenty of gray issues in this game. Have you done anything on the Dunwich Borers yet, says Evil Taco. No, but it also is high up on my list. I've got a long list, just so you all know. It's a very long list. But those are all high up on it. And I'm working on getting through it. I'm working on it. One day at a time. Every day that list gets shorter. But of course, the worst thing in the world would be to have no list at all. Then I wouldn't have any content for you. So rest assured I have plenty of content for you. The old guy is clearly evil, says Sibby Flowers, but they kind of wanted to save him. If you save Lorenzo Cabot, you gain access to a special compound that is pretty good. I forget exactly what it does. Testing for Kyle says, Oxhorn, at the end of the stream, Could you drink from the bottle? No. Only hobos drink directly from the bottle. We are not hobos here at Scotch and Smoke Rings, ladies and gents. We drink from classy square glasses filled with ice, because that's what gentlemen do. Can you show us your sanctuary? Indeed, I already have. I did a video on my sanctuary. It is on my YouTube channel. Just check out my settlement build playlist, and you will find it there. Ox, what will you do when you run out of Fallout 4 content, says Broadwater. Well, I'm hoping that they'll come out with a Fallout 5 before that happens. But I don't think I will anytime soon. I mean, I counted them the other day, and I've got like 560 different content ideas. That alone, if I do one video a day, is going to last me well over a year, almost 2 years. And the list is still growing, so I've got plenty of content ahead of me. But that said, there's always Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3, and 1 and 2, and Tactics. There's plenty for me to do. Jonathan says, at the end of the stream, can you drink from your hat? I get that question a lot. I don't have a hat. I don't know why you guys think I have a hat. If you're talking about this, this is my head. Just what you see is an organic growth from my face. Hat? The Bancy Fatcher says, hold your breath with Bethesda, being that Skyrim came out half a decade ago and the sequel isn't even being talked about. But I recently read an article saying that they talked with the developers over at Bethesda, and they said that they were more interested in working on a sequel to Fallout than a sequel to the Elder Scrolls. Which is why they released a Skyrim Remastered. They wanted to have something to tide Elder Scroll fans over until they could come up with a true sequel. I could be wrong. That's just a rumor. Would you shave your beard for $1 million? Yes. Of course. Anyone want to offer? I will happily trade you every follicle on my head for $1 million. It grows back. Boybutt says, well, Fallout 4 wasn't even talked about very much until they were quite close to releasing it. That's true. Favorite song from Diamond City Radio, asks Drake. They're all so good. Crawl Out Through the Fallout, maybe. I also like the Danny Kaye song. Jonathan says, let me rephrase my question. At the end of your stream, do you think you could drink out of that classy tumor atop your head? I guess I deserve that. If I did say that it was a growth. Jonathan C. says, I'll give you $1 million if you mail me your beard. Again, okay. Totally cool with that. You can have as much of my beard as you want for $1 million. Although, I can't give you any follicles. Because then you would have enough genetic material to clone me. And I could not have that. No. No follicles. But all the hair you want. Alright, this chat is becoming creepy. We gotta stop. Guys, calm down. Let's talk about Overwatch. Let's switch to Overwatch. Enough about mailing beards and follicle cloning. Let's switch to Overwatch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we do here on Scotch and Smoke Rings, towards the end of the first hour, we head on over and start playing Overwatch. But before we do, it's smoke ship time. What is on your minds, ladies and gentlemen? I try to create with smoke the ideas that come to your minds. Share them with me, and I will do my best to recreate them with nothing but beautiful, majestic smoke. Any ideas? Evil Taco says, this chat be like, hey Ox, can Beard drink cat out of bottle for 1,000,000 synth mods? It's close enough. Piper riding a dinosaur in a scuba suit. Like Ark? Survival Evolved? Edward says, I subscribed recently. How often do you upload videos? I upload videos every single day. Every single day of the week. Make a cat out of smoke, says the amazing group. Do an oval. An oval? I can get close. I can do a circle. Make a smoke out of smoke. Now that I can do. There you go. There's the smoke out of smoke. DJ says, a stalwart schooner harnessing the breeze within sails of woven ox beard to bring chocolate-covered bacon to deprived college students everywhere. I like it. Evil Taco says you should blow an image of yourself blowing a second tiny image of a smoke ship. Oh my goodness. Alright, I just got to choose here. We're going to do the Schooner by DJ. Alright, here we go. Pay close attention, because if you blink, you're going to miss it. I'm going to make a schooner and chocolate-covered bacon. Whoa! I hope you didn't blink. If you did, you missed it. But before your very eyes was a stalwart schooner with lots of chocolate-covered bacon, just as DJ described. Right? Right. Right, we've done it. Check that one off the list. All right, let's try some Overwatch. There we go. That was amazing. I saw it. The boat and the chocolatey bacon blew my mind, says the Bancy Fadger. I know. It's a talent and a curse. I got diabetes from all that chocolate, says the Wild Rocket. That's horrible. I'm sorry. Well, my perfecto is out of itself. Goodbye. Oh, Griffin. Let us now switch to the La Aurora y Leon. Cameroon. Or Corojo. Tyler says, oh man, Overwatch is dumb. Well, I am sorry, but you know what? At the end of a long work day, when I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 and making Fallout 4 videos, sometimes I like to wind down with something that doesn't have as much obvious lore, like Overwatch. Oh no, I cut it too short. And it begins to unravel. All right. Greg Hartling says, oh, woe is me. So much playing Fallout. The only thing that can quell this weary body is another video game. Yes, indeed. I work so hard, guys. It's so tiring. My muscles at the end of it's like working in a salt mine. Right? Playing Fallout 4 all day. It's rough stuff. Daddy says I got accepted to the Canadian military today. I'm celebrating with some of that Writer's Tears whiskey. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Congratulations.
Traveling to Numbani. Prepare your defenses.
Ghoulbreath says, no settlements need my help here in Overwatch. And that is true. The Minuteman can't get to you here.
Build them up, break them down.
I ain't much for waiting around.
Uh-oh. Getting a little bit of rubber banding here.
30 seconds.
No, no, no. N-O, no. Let's get started. Show them what you can do.
Where Omnic and human live as equals.
I could use some armor. I'm the quick.
Who asks for armor before I've even had a chance to kill anybody?
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Enemy contact. Anyone need some healing?
Oh, and I didn't move fast enough. Watch me die.
Back in there.
At least my turret is still there.
Protect my turret.
Oh, did I speak too soon? I might have. And I did. I spoke too soon.
Turret. I foresee great things for you. Turret deployed.
They're taking the point. Time to
My
blow it
baby.
them up. I'm in them.
Much obliged.
Such potential.
Thanks.
Let's get started. My masterpiece. and destroyed! Don't worry, I'll patch you up.
I've got you in my sights.
Doggone it.
It's high noon.
Back in the fight. Take my turret!
Ah, my goodness. Oh, and they got my turret.
My ultimate's ready.
All right, let's see if I can sneak on up there.
Come get your armor!
And place my turret.
I foresee great things. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Now, you two are built to do.
I should really learn how to play Farah. I think I'd enjoy her. Mainly because she destroys me more than any other hero in this game.
It's high noon.
60 seconds remaining.
I love Junkrat.
You have my thanks.
Oh, that is,
30 seconds remaining.
You're good as new.
Double
Put our backs into it.
and we got it. Easy breezy.
play of the game.
Nicely done, Ghoul Breath. Loving the emote there. Wow, you caused 4 of the team to leave. Evil Taco says the place I work does a ghost chili wing sauce with a similar thing going on. I can appreciate a good ghost chili sauce. But when things are too hot, oh man, it's painful in and it's painful out. It's just too much. Evil Tacos reiterated.
Traveling to Nepal. Select your hero.
Any suggestions on what to fill my humidor with, Ox? Says Clint. Can't go wrong with La Aurora, Leons. They're pretty doggone good. I also like Henry Clay stock cut cigars.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem. This place makes me sick.
Oh man. Oh man, I can never get a basket.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective. The objective is now.
Wasted opportunity.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
Time to leave my
Well, that was bad timing.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
My ultimate is almost ready.
First round lost.
Ah!
0 to 1.
Name's McCree. Hey there.
Oh, just
You weren't given those guns to toss them around like trash.
I don't take lessons from you.
Hey. I'm not
Got you.
good. Not bad.
5, 4, 3,
Ain't
2,
nothing.
1.
Let's try this again.
Capture the objective.
feeling boost. Time to accelerate.
Came up from behind.
Holy dooly.
I am capturing the objective. Try and stop me.
Oh, almost.
Oh, let's break it. This bomb's for you. Get ready for a shot.
Woo! Oh, I got lucky.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Oh! Got him in the end.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Right, note to self, going left seems to be much more profitable.
My ultimate is ready. Let's do this.
Well, doggone it.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
That McCree is pretty dynamite. And I walked right into a wall. Watch me. Right into a wall.
He's alive.
It's time.
Get ready for a shot.
Ooh. On the point.
Point is mine.
Holy dooly.
Right there. It's going to be 99 v 99. Oh, we got it. How'd we do that? Holy cannoli.
Score 1-1.
Let's aim this.
This bomb's for you.
Oh.
Check in.
Oh, that one went straight up. I hate May. Come on, Goldbreath.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run it in.
Capture the objective.
This one is
Wow. Turned the tide there really quickly.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. How do you do?
It's high noon.
Get ready for a shot. You won't get rid of me, that.
Tip: Reinhardt's size makes him easier to hit. Gee, thanks, Blizzard. I wouldn't have figured that one out. Got to. No. 96, 7, 8, 9. Aww. And we lose.
Play of the game.
That's a great victory pose. Not too shabby, ladies and gents. Not too shabby. Josh says, Ox, you're awesome, dude. Hey, do you think you could do a Fallout vid on Diamond City or Good Neighbor? Yes, those are both highly requested topics. I should probably sit down and do a great history of video.
Traveling to Dorado. Select your hero.
All right, Greg, you're gonna rock Samba, eh?
The day for some mayhem.
She's too complicated for me. I can't figure that hacker out.
Crusader online.
Too much maths.
We shall prove ourselves in great days.
Still got it.
Hello.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Party time! Need some fireworks?
Los Muertos is a cancer on this city. My ultimate is charging.
Don't worry, my friends. I am your shield.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Crusader
1. Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
That's my solution. Just run ahead. Clear the way. That'll win.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Had I been a second earlier.
Back for more.
Enemy turret ahead.
Enemies on my radar.
Enemy turret over there.
Gosh dang it, that turret.
Payload stopped.
You'll love this one.
Enemy turret.
Well, Bubkiss. I know what I gotta do. I gotta go around behind. That's what I gotta do. Oh! Yay!
Great job.
Oh! And she got me through a wall.
Back for more.
Enemy turret ahead.
Get ready for a shot.
Tactical visor activated.
My ultimate is almost ready.
I've got you in my sight.
My timing is impeccable.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it
EMP
up again.
activated.
Again. At least we got him, huh?
Dooley, dooley. We don't have all day. Where's the payload?
The online.
Golly.
Helden sterben nicht.
He's alive! He's alive!
I shall seize the payload safely to its destination.
Just 60 seconds.
My servants never die.
One, two, three, four. My God. Genji is crazy.
Game on.
30 seconds remaining.
No, no, no! The payload stop! Get ready for a shot!
10 seconds remaining.
Insane.
My servants
And I'm alive again. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, what? Holy cow. That was insane.
Play of the game.
Helden sterben nicht.
Epic.
It's nice to be appreciated.
All right, looking at the clock, I think this is going to be my last game. This one right here after this is going to be my last one. So one more to go.
Build them up, break them down.
Select your hero.
Drakemir says, let's see those smoke rings. Eh, Alex? All right. Keeping me honest. Zelgarath says, you guys got room for one more? I'm not the captain of this team. I believe if you spectate, when the next slot opens up, you can have access to it.
Build them up, break them down.
There you go, some smoke rings.
Stick to the plan. And if you get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
Attackers incoming in 30
Such
seconds.
potential. Let's do this. Machine. Ha! No, that's what I had in mind.
I know. Greetings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Heal up.
Sorry, Ulfer. Why is it that you're always on the enemy team, Ulfer? Oh! Well done. Oh, and it got me. 2 in a row.
I worked hard on that.
My ultimate is ready. This will help.
I foresee great things for you.
Heal up.
That minister.
Revenge is a dish best served. And I can't finish the sentence. I'm busy.
Sterben nicht.
Turret being destroyed.
Oh, how'd I live? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I survived that. Oh.
Back in the fight. Turret under fire.
Hmm.
Such potential. Let's get started. Show them what you can do. Take my turret. Hold it together.
Nanoboost is ready to deploy.
Going to the
My ultimate is ready.
A tricky bit right there.
Back in the fight. I have big plans for you.
Earthshatter, ready.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
It's just a scratch. That's what I had in mind.
Ooh-wee, my goodness.
They can always use more.
Thank you, my friend.
I have it.
I'm on fire!
Ah, right as I was to that health pack.
My turret!
Let's see if I can get that one back up there. That's a good spot for the turret.
Shukran.
Such potential! That'll do. My masterpiece.
Bad time to reload.
My servants never die.
Ready to work.
Let's try that again.
To be done. I have big fun for you. Just wait and see what I can do. Out of scrap.
Thank you, my friend.
Get here.
I need armor.
Not enough scrap.
Burst of time.
Let's hear those guns. Armor here. I'm on fire. Armor up.
I need armor. More.
They can always use more. Armor.
Armor.
60 seconds.
Good guard on that. Turret in force.
Ah, man. Oh, well. It was a valiant effort. We had some good games in there, ladies and gents. Thanks for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 383. I've got a new video scheduled for tomorrow morning. There we go. Fewer distractions. I have a new video scheduled for tomorrow morning, so be sure to tune in for that. It's all about the Project Cobalt, so it should be a fun lore video for the lot of you. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stay safe. Tune in 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time next week, same Ox time, same Ox channel. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, be sure that each and every one of you stays classy.